Hey, Janet. So the chief has entrusted you with my assignment, hey? I hope it didn't interfere with your weekend plans. Anyway, he told me to call you and fill you in on it. You remember the murder that happened a few years back that was never solved? The one at Painscreek where the ex-mayor's wife was killed? Well, the property's being auctioned off soon, so we don't have much time to dig up anything that's relevant to the case. So see what you can find. Hopefully it'll be something worth publishing. Anyway, take care. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
The Hartford Times, 212 Greenwood Street, Norville, regarding who killed Vivian Roberts, August 3, 1999. In 1995, Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman and wife of a former mayor, was murdered and dragged to the front of her own home. The case was never solved and the killer never found. It was rumored that a private investigator was at Painscreek sometime later, but there is nothing more on that. Last week, we received news that large swaths of Painscreek County will be auctioned off soon. We would like to revisit the story and attempt to find out the following. Who killed Vivian Roberts? What was the motive? What was the murder weapon? Please submit your findings and a front page photograph for your story to be published. Richard Harris, Editor-in-Chief. Don't forget to bring the camera. Scott Brooks, Painscreek Trinity Church pastor's son, suspected for killing Vivian Roberts. Witness reports seeing suspect fleeing for a murder scene late night. The police apprehended Scott Brooks yesterday afternoon. He was residing at Roberts' hunting cabin by Trailhead. According to a witness, who at this time has wished to remain anonymous, he was coming home late July 9th around 11:50 p.m. when he saw Scott walking very quickly away from Roberts' mansion, heading down Silver Lake. Although Scott looked upset, the witness did not think it was unusual until a few days later when he came across the newspaper article on Vivian Roberts' murder. Feeling uneasy about the whole situation, he called the police. Shortly after the call was made, the police arrived at Scott's cabin and questioned about his whereabouts the night Vivian died. Scott said he did meet her that night, but said he had nothing to do with her death. Scott was later brought down to the station for further questioning. July 30th, 1995. Vivian Roberts' funeral was held this afternoon. Bernard the butler, Dorothy the head servant, Derek the family chauffeur, and his mom, Wanda, who is fighting cancer, attended. Vivian's husband, Charles, came with their daughter, Tricia. Charles did not utter a word. He was very quiet. Most of the town came and paid their respect at the funeral. Halfway through the ceremony, Tricia started to weep loudly. Dorothy brought her elsewhere, and the crying died down. I noticed that Dorothy looked tired. It must have been tough to take care of Tricia. She's been having multiple breakdowns. I can't blame her. With the loss of her mother and with her boyfriend being accused as the killer, it must take a toll on her. I feel sorry for the whole family. September 6, 1995. The town of Painscreek is quickly becoming a ghost town. The population has decreased drastically over the years. Ever since the deaths have occurred, it seems more and more people are looking forward to leave this town. It's sad to see once a lively town became what it is now. December 2nd, 1995. It's almost 6 months since Vivian was killed. Her death still bothers me. Why was she killed? What was the killer's motive? She was someone who have earned the love and respect of the whole community. No employee of hers or any citizen of Painscreek reaped any benefits from her passing. It doesn't make any sense. February 20th, 1996. Painscreek Community Hospital has officially closed. The remaining patients have been allocated to other hospitals that will provide suitable service for them. To be honest, it's hard to watch them leave. I wonder if the day will come when I will resign somewhere else. James Howard, Painscreek Sheriff Department. Vivian Roberts Murder Case Report, August 6, 1995. This report is an update of what happened to Vivian Roberts. Scott Brooks, the only suspect of this murder case, was apprehended few days after Vivian's body was found. According to our investigation, someone saw Scott around 11:30 p.m. near the woods north of the mansion. Two hunters were looking for more wood to their bonfire when they heard shouting. They witnessed Scott and Vivian arguing. However, they were too far to hear the content of the argument. 6 months prior to Vivian's death, Scott was fired from working at the mansion. She cited Scott for tardy work and rebellious behavior. She also prohibited Scott from visiting the mansion and meeting Tricia, who, by then, had a close relationship with Scott. We are currently investigating the case. Scott is our main suspect in the Vivian's murder. James Howard, Painscreek Sheriff Department. Dated August 6, 1995.
this is Steven. I just wanted to make sure the package was sent. Again, I'm currently at Ann's courtyard. Any extra info you have would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.
Vivian Roberts, successful businesswoman and wife of ex-mayor, found dead in front of her home. Third death to strike Painscreek in less than a year. Vivian Roberts, the wife of ex-mayor Charles Roberts, was found dead in front of her home at 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek. At 7:15 a.m., Mari Martinez, a maid currently working at the mansion, was retrieving the morning paper when she saw Vivian's body. She immediately called 911. The Painscreek Sheriff, James Howard, arrived shortly, and the victim was pronounced dead. The time of the death was estimated to be between 11 p.m. last night and 1 a.m. this morning. The body is currently at the coroner's office waiting for an autopsy. The people of Painscreek have started grieving her. Candles and flowers were being placed in front of her home where she was found. Viva was indeed a person whom many respect and adore. Her success in business, her loyalty to her family, and her love for the people of Painscreek are unsurpassed. She will be missed. Missing: Painscreek PD, County of NL. Name: Joshua S. Taylor. Missing: November 3rd, 1989. Date of birth: January 23, 1976. Age: 13. Sex: male. Race: biracial. Hair: red. Eyes: brown. Height: 5 foot. Weight: 80 pounds. Last seen on the playground. Anyone with information, please contact the sheriff. Last seen: 4 Pebble Lane, across the river on the playground. He was wearing his favorite blue jacket. He has a scar below his left eye. Moon Cafe, 35 Black Road, Painscreek, NL. Come check our selections of exquisite recipes to taste. Our lattes are known as the best in the county. Come and have a chat with our friendly barista. Lunch and dinner only $19.99. Special offer: in partnership with Annie's Courtyard Inn and Suites. If you show our barista your receipt or wrong tag, you will receive a free cup of our signature moon latte. Dart scoring. Single score. Any dart landing in the non-ringed area scored the number showed at the outside of the segment. The double ring. The outer ring counts as double the normal score. Outer bowl. The outer bowl scores 25 points. Inner bowl. The inner bowl scores 50 points. The triple ring. The inner ring counts as the triple the normal score. Recording dart scores. This is a standard version of the game. Players must start and finish with a double scoring dart. The player's start the score value is set to 501. The aim is to finish the game with a low score as possible. Scoring a double on the last dart throw will make the player score 0. When the player has thrown their 3 darts, their score is added up. The total is then subtracted from the original 501 amount to create the final value. Again, the lowest score is the winner. Good luck and aim straight. Welcome. Enjoy your stay in Painscreek and take a chance to explore the surroundings. Traverse up the slopes of Black Pine Mountains and take in the jaw-dropping views, or take a hike on the trails towards Cherry Creek Lake. Spend the night at Ann's Courtyard Inn and Suites and enjoy the 5-star room service it provides. There are many amazing things you can experience here. There are vast trails to walk upon the sceneries to view, and no area is too far away to explore. Moon Cafe. Moon's Cafe acclaimed coffee has been known as one of the reasons people come to Painscreek. If you haven't had something from there yet, we highly recommend you to visit and taste it for yourself. Hunter's Trail. Another one of Painscreek pride's arrow hunting. "17 Silver Lake Boulevard, Painscreek, NL. Trims and Fades, Stevie's Barber Shop. Open daily from 9 to 6, except Sundays. Prices may vary. Regular cut, $9. Children, $7. Beard trims, $7. Mustache trims, $5. For appointments, call Stevie's. If you have any request, be sure to mention them. Painscreek Trinity Church. The truth shall set you free. Sunday worship. Come and join us for fellowship every Sunday, 8 a.m. Come and meet the community and enjoy a message from the Lord. Bible study will be held every Fridays from 6 to 7:30 p.m. with a light dinner afterwards. Would you like to schedule a confession? Please contact Father Matthew. Gone, but not forgotten. Join us at a local church as we take time to commemorate all the lives that were lost 20 years ago. Share your memories. A word from Father Matthew. Testimonies from the relatives. A unified prayer. A chance to pay respect to the dead. As you know, some of the victims were working fathers who were torn away from their families in an untimely manner. If any individual would like to make a contribution to the families who were affected by the incident, please contact Father Matthew. 46 Silver Lake Boulevard, Painscreek, NL. What can you do if you are locked out of your own car? A Slim Jim, also known as the lockout tool, is used primarily for breaking into cars. It is a thin strip of metal that is 24 inches of length, about 0.79 to 1.55 inches in width. It was a very popular tool for car thieves, as the Slim Jims allow one to unlock automobiles' doors without the use of a lock and pick. It works on the levers and in connecting rods in the car doors, and avoid dealing with the lock mechanism itself. The hooked end of the tool is thin enough to slip between the car door's windows and the rubber seal, catching the rod that connects to the lock mechanism. In the hands of an experienced user, the car door can be opened without being damaged. However, be aware that incorrect use of the tool may detach the lock rods, which will cause the door lock to be inoperable, even when the key is used after that. Should your car show such a problem, it's often a clue that someone has attempted to break into your car. The newer cars have tried to implement different defenses against this tool, ranging from implementing barrier lockers on the bottom of the car door window to making the operating rods easily disconnected when met with a lateral force, which is often caused by the lifting action of the Slim Jim. Older car models, however, are often easy prey to the tool. The Roberts Relief Foundation invites you to join us. Saturday, October 25, 6 to 9 p.m. Admissions will be $4 per adult and $3 per child, ages 10 to 18. Children under the age of 10 will be free. Painscreek Annual Fall Festival. Demonstrations, pumpkin carving, knitting, arts and crafts, and more. Games and activities, scavenger hunt, relays, raffles and prizes, and more. Dorothy Famous Pies available for purchase. Roberts Relief Foundation. For more information, contact Vivian Roberts, Event Coordinator, 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek, NL. Welcome to Annie's Courtyard Inn and Suites. Name: New Merle. Room 201. Date in 12 of March. Date out 16 of March. Name: Baldry Normand. Room 202. Date in 12 of March. Date out 50 of March. Name: Fran Reynolds. Room 203. Date in 50 of March. Date out 90 of March. Name: Stephen Moss. Room 201. Date in 21 of March. Date out incognito. Painscreek Herald, painscreekherald.com, February 21, 1996. Price 60 cents. Painscreek Community Hospital closed its doors after 60 years of service. Found embezzlement suspected as a key factor, by Jonathan Walker. Painscreek Community Hospital, one of the leaders in long-term rehabilitation for the elderly in Newland, finally closed its doors after 6 years of service. Painscreek Community Hospital first opened its doors in 1936, serving as a humble abode for treatment patients and providing boarding for those in need of prolonged treatment. Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman, saw the need to revamp the hospital in the early 70s. She founded the Roberts Relief Foundation with the main purpose to support the needs of the village of Painscreek, starting with the hospital. By the early 80s, the population of the village and the local areas had started to decline rapidly. Many young people who went to college did not return, and the numbers of the seniors was quickly rising. Here's the kit that you requested. 7 Black Pine Road, Painscreek, NL.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Here are some of our usual customers. You might want to memorize this. Church, 4 Silk Silver Lake Boulevard, Painscreek. Photo Lab, 5 Walnut Avenue, Painscreek. Robert State, 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek. Mr. Morris House, 19 Black Pine Road, Painscreek. Mrs. House, Dental Center Drive, Painscreek. late rent fee due. Dear Stephen M., thank you for your rent payment. As stated in your rental agreement, however, when payments are not received by 4th of April, you must pay additional rent because of our late charge due or because you did not qualify for the rent discount. The required additional amount was not included in your payment, and it is therefore now due. Please send the additional required rent amount of $85 at once to bring your credit balance up to date and remove it from the delinquent list. This amount must be paid within 7 days from the date of this notice. Thank you for your prompt recuperation. Sincerely, Rosalie P. Past due. Dear Daniel, how have you been, my son? It has been a while since I last wrote to you. I'm getting much better now. Dr. Johnson has assured me that I'm recovering well. I'm now working full-time at the mansion. The hallucinations are gone. There are just 2 more checkups to do and I'll be done with the rehab. How's Mom doing? Is she still working at the restaurant? I hope she spent enough time with you. I don't blame her for leaving and wish I could be there for you. I'm sorry things turned out this way. Please forgive me. I have been saving my money and plan to... May 12, 1994. I hate to admit it, but Scott's a good kid. He's hardworking, takes care of me when I'm drunk, and he's a man of his own word. I'm starting to like him. June 10, 1994. Did I see her again? How can that be? Why doesn't the medication work anymore? Did he give me cheap pills? No, that can't be. He's as guilty as I am. We are all in it together. He cannot abandon me. They cannot abandon me. August 2nd, 1994. Ever since Scott asked me about her, I start to see Sophia again. Why did he have to mention her? I need more pills. I think I'm going crazy. August 9, 1994. Oh Lord, I know I am a sinner. I realize it now. That's why I'm going crazy. I know that nothing I do will bring her back. I pray that our sins do not pass down to our children. Please forgive me. Please forgive us for what we have done.